Isa, can I take your question a step back, bro?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask everyone like the highlights for the year and your question, basically.
Oh yeah.
Like as in what? Like if you
Yeah. Yeah.
like a few years from now when you think 2024, like what's gonna
Yeah,
pop
no,
up
no.
in your
So
mind?
yeah, I actually said this to Tapa, and he didn't want me to do it, but so I'll just mention it. Like we got a new property in December last year, and then we had to enroll it for NSFAS. We bought it to be a student accommodation property. It transferred in, I think, in December. We literally got a building in December that has no accreditation, and we we had to go through it, prepare it, clean it up, prepare it, accredit it, and get students in there and run it. Like when I remember 2024, I'm gonna remember that part, bro. Like our property journey this year was taxing. Like,
Yeah,
but
you guys
but
push.
but we managed for the most part. Sapo managed to actually do it.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Shout out
I
Sepo.
wanna give him his flowers. Like
Shout out
he
Sepo.
he managed to do it. So I'm gonna definitely remember that about 2024.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 27 of the Business Agenda podcast. My name is Cash, also known as the Joburg Bachelor. Thank you to everyone who's going to consume this content. And as always, I'm joined by my fellow co-hosts. We have Nick Swagger.
What's up? What's up?
Wait, is that your sexy voice or some shit? What's up? What's up?
Hey man.
Eh?
Hey,
Did they
man.
change cheese, eh?
Yeah.
Did it change
I'm
cheese?
rebranding, bro. I'm rebranding. You me.
Also joined
From Mexico to the
by
world. Eh?
Hey.
Mr. Mojaki, Maiza himself.
Yeah, I'm back.
Golf shirt, golf tee, head to toe, represent the brand.
How many episodes you missed?
Exactly.
All of them. I've got a good reason why.
Back in the flesh.
A good
And
reason why I missed, yeah.
we have the man who's normally on the boards, but as it's the final episode of the year, looking fresh to death, lads on tour. Golf. We are basically podcast and golf, So
Please.
Yeah,
please. Podcast and golf.
podcast and golf.
Coming.
So fly, my boy.
Yeah, Teaser ripping it. That is Teaser himself, also known as Viner_T. This podcast is available on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing? Let's start there. Health check. See how you guys doing. It's a milestone of many milestones, but we are in our second home, recording in a location that we are very familiar with.
Yeah, I must say, I think it's probably our first official year end show because the last year's one we missed it. Eh?
Yeah, for reasons we shall not get into. Actually, load shedding. Yeah, we'll just say load shedding. Yeah, but
So GNU's at work. Eh?
yeah,
Lights are on.
lights are on.
Boys are looking beautiful.
Minister of Electricity. I know we mocked that position when it was first created, but they seem to be doing the things. So I think obviously it's a year and wrap up. We let Teaser run with the mic. He's normally on the board, so you can.
Oh yeah. So
cool.
yeah, how are you?
I'm tired. So I know Mr. Kampepe wanted to have a meeting. I was like, can I please be excused from that meeting? I'm here to pod, play golf, and take it easy.
Hey, a new job will make people want meetings, eh? But anyway.
I've just
Something that you can do in the email. Eh?
exactly like this could have been an email.
Hey man. I just wanted to keep things formal, bro.
Yeah, so
I believe in reflecting. I wanted to reflect on the year that has been before we go on this episode. But
Nice one, man.
good people, it never happened. I was alone at the meeting.
Trust me, the meeting is gonna happen, gents. We have the whole weekend.
we have the whole weekend, exactly. Yeah, so just to answer your question, look, I'm good. I'm actually on 2 weeks leave. It's been a long year, tough one, in terms of just personal health, but on the work side, it's been quite good actually. Like consulting, work stuff.
Making money.
Yep. Yeah. So
My nigga.
That's fly.
Yeah.
Funny
So
enough, the three of us got new jobs. How
Yeah.
crazy is that?
Oh yeah.
all in one year.
It feels like such a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
You can imagine there's a lot that can happen in 1 year.
In 1 year.
We used to have offices or used to record. Eh?
We used to have
Can't record there anymore.
yeah, we used to have a famous
Our
leather.
sponsor's gone, man.
We used to have a famous leather couch. Those days are over,
Yeah.
bro. So
No, man, it had to go, man.
yeah, so new year, new things. But yeah, for me, what's fun is it doesn't feel like too long ago from our last trip, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
That trip was epic for many reasons, but I mean, here we are. At least we're recording this year. Gents, new jobs. But how was that transition? Like, maybe starting with you, Miza. Like, your year in general, the new job.
No, man, I'm aware I've missed a few episodes. I mean, like, for me, this
You're
year
making
was...
impact in the world, my
I'm
boy.
making impact. I'm changing people's lives, man, you know.
Easy there. Take it easy.
I'm still not a Chelsea fan, relax, man.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
But anyway, I've made... I know I've missed a lot of episodes. Like Tisa said, got a new job this year in June. You know, like it was time
Congrats,
to leave
man.
a previous company. I've been there for like 10 years. I needed to sort of branch out, like sort of believe in myself, and I did.
Back yourself.
Yeah, back myself, and it worked in my favor to such an extent that I'm a director now. Eh?
Issue.
Hey.
Maz, are you telling us or are you
Clap
telling
it up, clap
Are
it
you
up,
telling
clap
us
it
or are you
up,
telling
clap
your
it up.
previous employers?
Hey.
Yeah, it's like you're telling your ex,
Yeah.
I'm doing better now.
Not willing to clap, right?
Guys, this message is for that person that's watching.
Hey.
Babu Aloe.
So yeah, but it's. I don't think being a director is it's a big thing, but like, you know, seeing my parents, you know, my family, like it's like I made them proud, you know.
Ah, well done, man.
Great, bro.
But, yeah,
We're also proud of you.
no, thank you.
At least we can say we know a director somewhere.
You know what I mean?
Director of a company.
Yeah. It's a self-appointed.
Yeah.
You know, LinkedIn co-founder and the director of PTY Ltd.
Yeah.
One man army.
So yeah, the first it was one of those things. I had to transition out of the previous company into the new company and sort of have had
Did
to.
you actually change? Did you change what you do, or you kind of increased your scope a little bit?
I actually I didn't change much. I sort of implemented what I learned,
Over
but
the years?
also remember, you know, to specialize in something, you also have to teach yourself. You can learn from someone so much, but like you yourself have to learn something. But to prove that you are that thing or the shit or whatever you want to be, you have to sort of
Invest in yourself.
invest in yourself, yes, and you sort of have to bet on yourself. I mean, I was telling Nico now we're here, like I work longer hours now, you know. Like I'm at work at 7, probably at home at like 8, 9 p.m.
You actually used to hate the office.
I used to hate the office, but now I love it because, like, you know, I've got a lot of people who, like, I run a team now. You know, like we work as a team. Actually, I don't like the thing that I run it, and I think my new boss has given me that thing to like.
That
dude,
scope.
we believe in you.
Run with it.
Run
Do
with
what you
it.
gotta do.
Do what you need to do. Give us return. Like I had my first IC to one of our biggest clients, and I'm happy that they are happy, you know. And you know, you could see when your boss is proud, man. Like you know,
The other thing I actually liked, to be honest, was like I think you got to a new job and then you started wanting to play golf, bro.
yeah.
I was so happy. It's like, gents, I ain't golfing. How much at the club? I'm like, come on, we didn't even have to sell this. Eh?
Yeah, no, no.
You guys have been trying to
We've
get me
only
to call,
been
yeah.
to the driving range of Miza once. And there was some potential there, but
Yeah, he never
It fell
came
off.
back.
yeah, no, he fell off. He fell off. So
No, yeah,
hopefully,
the new
hopefully
job forced me.
the rich guys that you deal with will force you to talk business on the golf course.
Man, I went to Harty's and we did a presentation, and this one white guy was like, yeah, I gave you guys $3 million. I'm like, I thought this guy made a mistake, eh?
Yeah,
I don't know, buddy, it's $3 million. You
like
know?
that, yeah. Like instant
But-
transfer.
yeah, you know. But yeah, now the guys are trying to get me into like cycling and pedaling and
Because about to reach, yeah.
there's
That
a
makes
lot.
sense. That
There's
makes
a-
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Nico was always.
I
into
guess
that
it's
shit.
too much for you because I also
It's new.
If I was from the Val, I'd be overwhelmed. Bro. Like what the hell is pedal?
Hey,
What are you saying? What are you doing?
Shout out to 016, man.
Teaser, how are you finding your new gig?
So
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus back, yeah.
for me it's crazy. Yeah, I went back.
Return soldier.
I went back into property. It felt.
$8, hello.
Yeah. Return soldier. Now we can get E-bucks again.
It felt good. It was crazy that I actually remembered so many stuff that, like, I actually had the same employee number, bro. Like they just reactivated
From
it.
graduate program to
Yeah, they
back.
just reactivated it. You know.
shucks.
Wow,
man.
that's
But yeah, it was also good, man. I didn't realize how much I was telling Tapo, like, you know, we had so much property challenges that like I think being back in the sector like exclusively it's good. It aligns exactly with what we're doing.
Does it feel
outside.
like getting back with your ex?
No. No, I've never gotten back with an ex.
Oh,
But I could solve it.
Shout out to the mathematicians.
So yeah, but yeah, like yeah. So for me, it's been luckily I actually joined in July as well, so halfway through the year, so it's quite nice.
so you guys actually changed jobs at the same time.
Yeah.
You too, Mus.
Yeah. I actually used his resignation letter.
Wow, man.
cut and paste.
You know when I wrote that resignation, I actually wrote it with him. And we were like, are you sure this is nice? It's not disrespectful. I didn't know he was going to take it and use it.
You know, talking about that, you know where my letter came from. My resignation letter came from.
ChatGPT.
Yep. You got it. Yeah, no. AI, bro. Just said, please write me a letter saying thank you to everyone. I had a good time. Something nice. Nice English. You can actually say nice English. And then I'm like, everyone who read this thing knows that it's not me, bro.
But you've also settled, ne? You
Yeah.
actually, you took a lot of time before you actually you got
Yeah.
into the role,
So I think changing jobs internally takes
lot more
longer.
time.
Because they know you're there.
Yeah.
So you don't
And also, like, you don't say I have 30 days. I'm going. They
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
you
yeah.
like one more
finish
month,
this job.
one more month.
So that that kept happening, and then I took like the 3-week leave, changed everything. That took longer, and all of those things. But
Nico went to America. Thought he's gonna come back and he
You're
was
just
done.
going to change your job.
I came back to my old job.
I'm like, by the way, there's a few more tasks we need you to finish.
Like this guy would call me and he's like, hey, man, I'm having shorts.
Hey,
I'm like,
bro.
yeah, you're starting a new job, right?
I was learning Spanish in Mexico, bro.
Yeah.
How was that actually?
No,
yeah,
man.
we never discussed in the last.
Oh
episode.
yeah, we
bro.
never did. No.
Your pictures look lit, bro.
Yeah, man. It was really
Mexico,
nice.
US,
It was really nice.
Florida, Miami.
Yeah. I think I enjoyed Mexico quite a lot because of the change in culture and
Language.
when you don't the hot weather. Yeah.
the weather was hot.
No,
quite,
that was crazy hot, bro.
crazy.
I won't lie.
We
I
all
won't
know
lie.
we didn't make, but yeah.
I won't lie. It was like insanely hot there, bro. Like
That was Cancun.
yeah, man.
No, so
Lots more hot weather.
So-
More hot weather.
So now I know.
Yeah, the
Now
weather
I
was
know why.
crazy.
Everything is hot over there.
Yeah, the weather,
Now I
particularly
know
the
why
weather.
2026 World Cup. Nico's campaigning for
No,
us to go to
I
Mexico.
am. Yeah, if anyone, if anyone wants to join us, we're going to the World Cup in 2026.
Yeah. We're doing that,
In
yeah.
America, South, Mexico, USA, and Canada will be there in
Aren't we
2026.
going to do the
We're
Vegas leg?
we're not going to Canada.
We're not doing the
We're not
Vegas-
watching anything.
Nobody's
in
going to
Canada.
Canada, bro.
bro.
No one is going to sorry, Canada, but nobody's going.
Yeah.
Hey, gents, don't hate in Canada, gents.
I've
Drake is from there, bro.
Drake fans, I was coming to that,
Yeah,
Toronto.
yeah.
But
we
anyway,
like
like
Kendrick.
I had some nice tequila. Like you know how everyone in SA is making their own tequila, ne? So their own gin, sorry.
Yeah.
Like the variation of tequila, and I had a Corona in a brown bottle. So they
What?
buy like a 1 liter. I'll share a photo if everyone wants. And well, I don't think you guys want, but I had like a proper Corona is drank like castle. It's like the equivalent of like castle lager and all of those things. So it was quite nice to drink what the locals drink, and they call it Corona.
There's a bar that he went to. He video called me. I was so tired.
Oh yeah,
this bar looked like, you remember once upon a time in Mexico.
I was speaking
and
Spanish.
Nico was in that bar.
You kept saying hola.
Hey, hola, amigo. Hola, amigo. Hey, let me not speak my Spanish. Let me not speak my Spanish. Bro. But I was having like tequila sunrise. You know, I found out that, I know this is basic, but you know, tequila sunrise, tequila sunset. It's actually the color of the drink that you have. Really? It's based on, you know, the colors on sunrise. The whatever the cocktail mixtures is actually
looks like a
the
sunrise.
Orange, the yellowish. That's how you differentiate between the two. So that's how like you get the different variations on the on the tequila. But I had everything tequila.
Wow,
I was in the swimming pool all day long, chilling, engaging the locals, talking, asking people to follow us.
But
you know, that's why we have. That's
You
why.
also brought us cigars, man. That was nice.
Oh yeah, the
That was
cigars.
nice.
Shut up. I wanted to interrupt Nico. These guys did a lot of traveling. Both of you guys did Thailand together. Bali, sorry, yeah. And then Teaser did New York.
Thailand is for the other
So
boys.
before you guys touch on the New York, Teaser, maybe you touch on New York. You
New York
went to the
is-
Black Coffee Party
Yeah,
in
New York
York.
is fun. Yeah, New York is fun.
And then
so-
Thailand together, you guys went as couples.
Bali.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bali.
Bali.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
New York is the best city
My
in
wife
the
is
world.
pushing for that, but like that's why
I like New York.
New York is the best city. In the world.
I like New York. I was missing it the other time. I was like, I can't believe it. Like
Yeah.
it's got a vibe. It's got a different feel to it. I think definitely when you do the World Cup, we gotta do New York, and then we'll go to the other states. Also, like if you're into hip hop, it's amazing, bro. Like.
Yeah,
The culture there, like you can
yeah.
feel it in the air, like and then
You know, they say a city's alive, or it's got its own
Yeah,
vibe. But
yeah.
New York is like
you
the
can
hip hop mecca.
literally see, like, I'm an average hip hop follower, right? But then everything, the amount of influence
New
US
York.
has had on us. When you are there, you can actually speak to everyone. And you can understand what they're saying, despite the different like
Pronunciations, but because of hip hop
you can
culture.
follow everything. You can follow and the black people speak differently to white people and all of those things, and they're more likely to hear you than white people and all of those things. That talks to the influence the guys had, and
big
you know,
time.
like I think the shops, like it's insane. Like I did a crazy amount of shopping. Teaser warned me about shopping, and then I did not believe it because I'm like I'm not really a
It's just
shopper.
a lot.
I actually said to him, you must take an empty
He said I
bag.
must take an empty bag. Then I was like, no.
go shopping?
Go to America
So
with
he
an
said I
empty
must
bag.
travel with little clothes.
Because you're
Yeah,
gonna
you
come
come
back
back.
I was
with
like,
a
no.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
So you know how people, like how we generally exaggerate to get a point across.
Yeah.
So I thought that was the
No, but
that's
people
what he's
do
saying.
that, like empty, like have a suitcase with
Yeah.
few clothes and then empty.
No,
one.
bro, but
close for 3 days.
But
you'll
like
get the
everything
rest
is
there.
cheap, like
Exactly.
Yeah.
clothing wise, everything is cheap.
Yeah.
You guys will see me rocking new clothes on future episodes. Let's go. This is America.
That's funny.
nice one.
Yeah.
But also like I think Bafana is doing so great that it's actually looking likely that
We are
that
definitely
we're
gonna
gonna qualify. You know what I mean? I think this weekend is probably the
last two.
I don't know if they're doing the qualifiers of AFCON
It's
or
AFCON,
it's CAF.
it's AFCON now, yeah.
Okay. So the World Cup will probably pick up
South
next
Sudan,
year.
Uganda,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like the confidence is so high, it's so good. It will be so amazing to go there and follow Bafana.
That would be fine.
You know what I mean? That would be so nice. Yeah.
New York.
I wonder if we can take the mics along.
No, there's so many studios over there. So what's fucking crazy for me was, Shem, and I didn't realize, I found out this morning that Not is arrested.
Oh yeah, that's why I wanted you to touch on the
Yeah, we
tell us how you
discussed
enjoy
with Tabby on the.
yeah.
Tabby told me on the
Bro, I
way.
can't
Yeah.
believe Not is arrested.
Teaser, you're gonna get a long message after this, bro.
Yeah,
after this
it's
thing
okay.
Tabby,
ends.
remember?
Look, I got to America, bro. Not took care of me. He showed me the fucking city, top to bottom. I think we were in Manhattan. We did Brooklyn. We did Little Italy. He took me to all the the nice restaurants. I met so many DJs, you know. It's like some white guys. It's like, I'm from South Africa. Oh, you're from South Africa? Yeah. You know, great food, great people. I tried to smoke weed in America, bro, and I realized that shit is not for me,
Too strong.
bro. Like the thing is, their train system works so much that you end up going into a train. Now I was in a fucking train and I'm high. I'm like, goo, goo, goo. I'm like, oh, this is why I don't like weed, bro. Like.
You know, the weed smokers, there always be a weed smoker like, no, you had the wrong kind of weed because there's so many strands. But I understand there's people who said I smoked it once and it's definitely not for me.
Also, I realized I shouldn't have tried it there. I should have tried in South Africa first.
Imagine being 15,000 kilometers away from your house and trying weed.
I was there, bro.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
because you're
yeah.
a cigar person anyway, so it's different.
Yeah. So yeah, that was lovely. But I
Hove-
also think
went to the Hove
the.
exhibit?
Oh yeah, Hove. Yeah,
bro.
we did Hove.
Teaser,
Yeah, the
bro.
whole thing at the Brooklyn Library.
The Lexus from President's teaser had a picture with that, bro.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
teasers a New York trip. I was geeking.
No, my Hovenger status is very certified.
Nice. You saw the Lexus.
Yeah,
You saw the
the
Lex,
real
bro.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you sent me the picture.
Yeah, saw his Rockefeller chains. With Marcy, bro. Like, you know, like I've seen a couple of music videos. I'm like, shit, I was there. Like we took a train and then, like, it was so crazy. We took a train during the day and then we're like in a train with like school kids wearing headphones. You could see kids after school being naughty, jumping over and not paying for the train.
The
whatever.
turnstile, like jumping the turnstile.
But like Brooklyn was so dope, bro. Like it was nice. I actually liked it. I also realized like New York itself, it's such a high rise. It's like Josie, you know, like
Or the tall buildings.
like 50th floor, 80th floor, whatever.
Empire State
And then, but it's so noisy. So like all the rooms almost like have like noise protection windows, cause like in
a
your
loud
room
city.
it's a very loud city. But then when you get to like Brooklyn and places like New Jersey,
Bronx.
then it's like more homey. You know, you realize that if you do stay in New York, you wouldn't stay in New York. You'll stay outside New York.
Like Brooklyn,
Because you
Manhattan.
want the place where you can raise kids, people can go outside. Because the cities is too busy. You know?
But
You know,
there are
in,
young people who like move and say, I want to like be in the city. feel the
Yeah.
buzz. But if you're young, it makes sense. That
Yeah,
night,
man,
that
but
night life.
you actually end up staying. It's like you trying to stay in Joburg CBD versus outside the city.
There we go.
I've been to Brooklyn, not in this trip, but before, and you know why I went there, right? I went to the Nelson Mandela restaurant that
Yeah.
closed back in
for
the
the
day.
for the food. Yeah.
For the food, and I was just comparing my first trip to the US versus now, and then I was like, I was there on a proper budget the first time I was there. I was on a budget.
But also the rent,
you
the
went
rent
alone,
was
right?
like, I think it was around 9 or 10 somewhere.
No, it was 14. It was actually
Is it?
14. I said 9. I said 9 to my wife, and then we checked. She fact checked me. It was 14. That's why I'm so proud to tell you it was 14. I also said the same.
Validated.
Yeah.
So you guys wanna jump into Thailand?
No, I think
Bali.
No, we don't have to do too much of the trip stuff.
No, just a synopsis. Like
Yeah, I mean, look, it's an island. If you actually want to wind down and relax, I think when I went to New York, I came back a little bit more tired because less sleeping, more out. But Thailand, I came back way not Thailand, like Bali.
Bali.
Came
sorry.
back way relaxed. The food is amazing, great people. The most interesting thing for me is like if you tell them you're from South Africa, everybody just says waka waka. Or what was the other song they were quoting? Like I think it's Waka Waka.
Or it was, wasn't it Jerusalem or some shit like that?
No, yeah, World Cup song.
No, the
Like,
2010.
Yeah, Waka Waka. So, but like amazing town, man. I'll it's just that it's so far. Like South Africa is so far from the rest of the world because you gotta move from here to connect in UAE or somewhere. Like either wherever you're going, you're flying 8-9 hours. Like. Because we are really at the end of the continent. You know what I mean?
The only thing worse is Australia because that's just in the middle.
Yeah, and then the time zone becomes crazy. Yeah. But for me personally, this actually did a lot of local trips. You know what I mean? At the beginning of the year, we went to Limpopo.
SA is so underrated, man.
Yeah.
it is.
We did the golf course in
The Limpopo
Euphoria. Yeah, we did Euphoria, so that was quite lovely.
When were you guys in Euphoria?
No, not
around
me. He
April.
was.
So I went with my family.
I just did my normal.
Oh, I thought you guys
Cape Town
went
day,
together.
yeah.
It's like, yeah. Me and Buffy.
So I must tell you, bro. So the last trip I just did, so we went to Knysna, and then there's couple of islands in Knysna that like you know how like so Robben Island, we all know Robben Island is an island, but it's like Cape Town and then it's a bit further. There's actually a lot more islands that are closer to the country. So it's like it's a bridge, but because you know what, like as a definition, what makes an island is it's gotta have water surrounding it. You know what I mean? Like there's no so yeah, we saw a couple of islands in Knysna, and then we went on a tour with my wife, and then bro, like we went on this tour, the guy is explaining like this island, and the story is like the guy came here around the 60s. I think Top wants to give you a drink. So some guy came around here around, I don't know, maybe like just after when Boyan van Riebeeck were here.
Yeah.
And people just used to take this thing. Like there's an island that's like privately owned, which is essentially transferred from white hands to white hands to white hands to white hands.
That's crazy.
I was like, bro, expropriation without compensation has to happen.
It has to start there.
It has to happen, bro. Like when I saw that, I was like, and also like you go to that part of the town, it's like there's like less black people. It's like those guys they're not even worried about anything. But like they have, I'm like, wait, this is a tour. There's a history that you guys are telling us. This island started with a white person that was they were trying to go to Australia. Apparently, they stayed in Cape Town. They went on a boat, and then there were rains. So then they stayed in Knysna, like let's camp here up until the rains go. And like we actually like this place.
And that's it.
And they stayed there. Now the island is called after that family.
Knysna.
Even Knysna name came from those people.
What?
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Wild. Like sometimes I'm like, hey, our politicians are focused in terms of round dog. Like,
Bro, like
The V class.
hey.
fucking car.
Fucking car.
But so I think I was gonna ask you guys, man, just around without maybe having too much of a serious, I think the notable thing that really happened was actually the president. There's people that are really pro-Trump, anti-Trump.
Before that, guys, you remember? I know. This year we haven't touched a lot, but remember we had local elections. The biggest thing in South Africa
GNU.
is the GNU. That in the market brought a bit of some sort of comfort, but there was another thing that it's called Jafreka. That also brought a bit of calmness in the market, but that was like putting a patch on a wound that needs to be stitched. So it was a temporary measure. We still need to stitch our wound because
Putting a band-aid on a deep wound.
yeah. Because just yesterday I was listening to who's that economist from Stanlib? I mean, like
Never mind.
never mind.
Stanlib doesn't count.
But like it's the same story for all of us.
Mialani.
No man.
He's from EPSA. He counts.
What Chris Links or whatever, Kevin Links, yeah. And then it's the same story, man. Like for South Africa, for bonds, né, or for sentiment to be positive, or for our bonds to continue to rally to what they did in September, South Africa needs to grow by more than 2%. But Treasury says like it's hard for them to convince people that they'll get to 2%. The number that they can get to is 1.8%. There's a lot, yeah. But my point is that I wanted to put across this episode is that when we talk about votes and we're always stressing people to vote, and next year there's municipal elections, guys. You must remember that there's so much that the Reserve Bank can do. There's so much that these guys from Treasury can do. South Africa needs to grow. And the only way we can grow is by having structural reforms in the economy. I'll start with one. Transnet. Nico works in credit and he will come in here.
He used to.
Used to, yes.
Continue.
we need, if Transnet can be functional, the ports, the rails, do you know how much of economic growth they can, look at ESCOM now being functional. How much positive sentiment has that brought into the market? Now we are projecting growth at 1.1 at least. Before we never had
Because
those
of
numbers.
electricity, yeah.
So my point is that we've been talking about elections. The last episode that we had, there was a bit
The one where you were present, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot more.
that's the one where we are pushing people to vote for the right party. Now I didn't have water. I thought moving to Kyalami I won't have such issues. But like I didn't have water. I had to put in a Jojo just yesterday.
I was gonna say Ejo.
I didn't have
Jojo.
I didn't have water. I had to put in a Jojo tank.
I can't believe you woke up angry.
I woke up and went to go put in a Jojo.
and went straight to the other shop to go buy a Jojo tank.
I think he was so ready to install it, but he needed water to do it.
He didn't even respond to
You
that
can't
thing.
feel it.
Bruh, do you know, bruh?
You know
Like,
what killed me? Teaser said you can bring he went to buy the tank. You can bring it to our house to come fill your own.
imagine.
Come fill the tank and take it back to your house.
As big as those things are.
Yeah, we have a borehole in our complex.
Yeah, but like, okay, the water crisis is not only the Lesotho National Highland Maintenance, but like City of Joburg, the pipes need to be refurbished. you know?
Yeah.
So let me ask you.
it's
Let
all
me
different.
issues are deep.
Let me rather ask you guys this: do you guys want us to maybe like invite politicians here and talk to some of the key players?
So they can lie to us. Or,
No, like key players, not.
No, no,
Teaser,
not-
look,
not
we do enough lying here.
yeah,
What the?
we do.
We don't need anyone to come and BS.
No, man. What I'm saying is like, I know a couple of guys that really work at like COJ. you could talk to.
Can I,
Oh,
can,
yeah,
I-
maybe
can
we
I put
should,
this
maybe
point?
we should,
I know
maybe
it's
we
gonna be selfish. My daughter is about to sleep, so I need to call my wife. Sorry.
Oh my word.
Just let's finish up on the economic for the year. We've received one cut already. Né? US have done.
Are we gonna get it?
We're gonna
What
get
happened? You said thing today.
25 basis points. Yes.
Oh, down, lower.
Down,
oh,
so 75 basis points for the year.
Jeez, that's nice.
But like Trump won. Trump is inflationary, so I don't think we'll get the cut in December. But South Africa, we're getting 25. Remember, there's a pass-through effect to the currency, so there's a reason why this guy delays cutting. Yes, the market might be aggressive,
But I don't like that about the governor, man. Like when inflation was going up, he was increasing when the world was not increasing. When the world is decreasing, he's delaying.
I'll tell you why. South Africa, we are an importing nation, and if you look at our debt to GDP, we don't have any other sources of revenue. Like now, we had to use a plaster, which is the Jafrika, to sort of help us increase our revenue. We've got an expenditure program in South Africa,
No, that
and the
will-
wage
But
bill
do
is
you,
high.
do you think the GNU will? No, they actually doubled the ministers.
I mean, like
Not doubled, but they didn't.
GNU will work if everybody puts their egos aside. But we've seen that coalitions don't work well in South Africa. If the DA can stop being, I'll be honest, if they can stop being racist,
You always say that.
yeah, and the ANC if they can stop being corrupt, and they put the egos aside, and they focus on the economy and the real issues, GNU can work. And if that work, I promise you, even 1.8 growth consistently for the next 3 years.
actually-
do you guys think the GNU? Sorry, Mazza,
Yeah.
to interject. Do you guys think the GNU is gonna last the full term?
No,
I think it will.
no.
No, it has to.
Why do you
It-
say
it
so?
It may not be ANC and D8, but it will be ANC and another party.
I think the GNU is not gonna last.
It's not gonna.
No. What
Me
I'm
too.
saying is that then you don't have a functioning government. I'm calling it GNU in the sense of saying.
Or coalition.
Or there will
in
be
the
some
sense
sort
of
of
saying, like,
okay.
if DA leaves,
Someone
then
else.
There'll be someone
definitely
else.
EFF comes in or MK
Yeah,
comes in.
EFF.
Okay,
sorry, sorry.
cool.
EFF,
Teaser,
sorry.
let me rephrase my question. Do you guys think the DA stays in the GNU?
No.
I think they will. And I'll tell you why. Helen came out this week to actually explain that they were told to look after business interests.
By who?
And I saw
By the business.
my business, and then Fikile came out and said,
By the sponsor.
That's grandstand. Yeah, like I mean, that's not the politicking, but you're saying if they want to leave the
Jail won't
GNU,
last.
they can leave tomorrow because he's like
Once the people wake
he
up.
was questioning like that's an. He said that's hyperbole based. It's an unfounded statement. He was complaining that
No, it's true. I mean, I think it makes sense. Like the business literally said, guys, go work with DA hates ANC, but they said go work with them. And they did.
protect business and protect the president. I think what Balula was obviously in a whole.
grandstanding.
I think that's what Balula.
No.
was
What
saying.
I'm saying is, like, I think the rich families in South Africa run DA because they fund DA.
Yeah.
And the rich families in
Protect our interests, basically.
yeah, and also they basically say this country can't take too many shocks. Like right
But
now,
why we told by that's the thing. That's why it won't last. You know,
won't
there's a
last.
revolution going on right now.
no, it's not a revolution.
No, there is a revolution going on.
No, it isn't. Look at EFF. Look at what's happening.
I know. I'm not talking about EFF. I'm not
But
talking
that's
about.
what I'm trying to explain to you. That like, there's no revolution when the black people are all fighting against each other.
No,
He's right. There has to be unity
the black
amongst
people are
them.
fighting against who? Which who? Which?
Like, what is happening to EFF is like, no, let's dump EFF to go consolidate MK.
Oh,
it's
you're
a
talking
new
in that
party.
sense.
It's like
No, I'm not talking about that revolution. I'm talking about like slowly but
You're not
surely.
talking about revolution, those two guys.
Okay.
I'm asking a
The
question.
tequila is kicked in. Eh? Clearly, the tequila is kicked in.
Nico, bro.
You guys remember revolution?
Oh, they were fire, bro. Those guys were fire, bro. I had all their albums, classic, bro.
Nico,
sure Saul.
guys,
Here for the puns. Eh?
guys, I'd like to apologize. I'm the one who gave Nico tequila. But like, my point is that the middle. Sorry.
What revolution?
The middle class is waking up
Ah, bruh. Psh.
slowly. The middle class is waking up.
A bunch.
They're waking up.
Sorry, yeah.
No, but it's no.
They're waking up. You'll
You're
see.
calling a
You'll
spade
see.
a spade, bro.
Come
No,
on.
the guys are waking up.
There's a guest
Tempo,
pastor.
you have a lot of editing out to do here, my friend.
But
Yeah.
but I get Teaser's point.
The
because
country's not gonna get changed by middle class. That's
it
not
has to.
gonna
It's the biggest. It's the middle class that actually.
The middle class just go with whoever's on top.
Yeah, but
if
they're
it's
waking
GNU,
up.
it's GNU. If it's ANC, it's ANC. If it's DSD.
But people are waking up, guys.
Here's
see.
my thing with my only other side of what you're saying is the middle class doesn't make up enough numbers in terms of the change that you want. They might have, in terms of income wise, compared to the masses. Like if you think of the average South African, I know we don't like to talk about the layman, but I just think like the middle class, like Tisa said, for the most part, they can be swayed by who's in power for the sake of protecting their interests. That's where it gets tricky with the middle class. Like whoever's in power can sway their influence. And because also remember, middle class, a lot of it's new, first time, everything. So if I've now got this nice life, nice home, private schools, am I gonna jeopardize that if I'm the first one in my family who's a lot of middle class is a first time for black people? And so would I jeopardize that for a revolution like the one you're saying? So I think and also what level of influence do they really have? Because it's also compartmentalized. Like there's the rich white families Tisa mentioned they have got like influence that's backed by capital and wealth, and they've given the DA the instruction to look after our interests. Then you've got middle class that's still growing, upcoming, mostly predominantly black.
Yeah.
Then you've got the masses, and the masses can be swayed by when it's election time. So if you look, I'm not discounting what you're saying in terms of the level of the influence, but I'm just thinking in terms of the impact that they can have, the wheels will move too slowly. So maybe revolution might not be the word, but this awakening maybe in terms of the middle class.
And if I may say, Cash, like I mean, look at like in America's instance, like. Did you guys like think Trump would be back? You know how like the guy was impeached. Like,
I knew Trump would be back, and I wanted him to come back.
But listen to what I'm saying. Like the guy was impeached. Blah blah blah. Middle class don't like him. Blah blah. There's so many people that don't like him. You think that there was a revolution against
Black
him.
people voted for Trump.
But that's my point. I'm saying like the voters' minds. You can never like read that. It will always surprise you.
I mean, Bill Clinton.
Unfortunately,
Bill
like-
Clinton.
Unfortunately, we can't quantify it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can't.
Plus,
We'd like to, but we
America's
can't.
different also in terms of there's a lot of I had a niggling feeling Trump was gonna come back because for me, here's my thing.
Joe was also too old, bro.
Yeah, he was too old.
Just
and-
but think about it, ne? Elon Musk, he
Hey.
took a bet
Yeah.
on
a big one.
on
yeah.
Trump. He bought Twitter, bro. Remember
Yeah.
during what Miser is saying, he got suspended from Twitter, right? Do you remember those White House riots and all of those things? After that was the beginning of Elon Musk buying Twitter to get him back on Twitter. And then what that did it apparently he donated $130 million
That's
during this campaign.
Yeah.
He's actually going to the White House.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is,
he's gonna
he
be
is.
Minister of Transformation or
That's
Yeah.
insane.
or business activation,
That's
something
insane.
like that.
For me,
Or
that's like
secretary.
For me, that's why I say to you, business.
That's insane,
That's
gents.
what we mean when you
It
say
works
business.
in developed countries, guys. In South Africa,
No,
it's
even in South Africa, I swear.
no,
it does.
Mara, I remember
It
the
disturbs
families.
It
You
disturbs
know,
their money.
you know the families. Yeah, I shared the story in the other episode about how GNU remember the deal was off with DA. Someone
Said,
allegedly
go back and talk to them.
apparently
Yeah.
Helen Zille said we're done or whatever.
We're not
doing it.
working with the ANC.
Someone apparently allegedly.
Higher up enough to say you're going back to talk to
Yeah.
them.
So for me, that's like an Elon Musk or whoever. I don't know who, but
for me.
someone said make you guys sit in the room.
make it
Elon was a
work.
propaganda tool, hey, for Trump.
No man, no. man.
Okay, maybe propaganda is a wrong word. You know, I was showing my colleagues the numbers that even the black males in US voted for Trump. The black vote for Trump is actually the highest.
Let me ask you this, Maza. Like, how much do you guys think money matters to people?
It does.
It does. We all think like revolution will happen. It won't happen. People will always choose an opportunity to make money, and people actually think Trump represents that.
Guys, if there's one thing that's undefeated from the beginning of humanity, is human greed. And here's one thing you need to understand, Tisa, to back your point. I was actually listening to Trevor Noah's podcast, and someone said the exact same point. Like, people say I'm doing this for my kids and my grandchildren for the future. This political answer, that's all nonsense. Most people will do this for themselves. Like they said, there are people who vote for Trump, even though they have daughters, right? Because apparently he's repelled some of like the abortion laws. Roe v. Wade has been reversed. So they said the people who have daughters vote for Trump, but know that, look, if my money improves, I can take care of my daughter to make sure she doesn't have to deal with those issues, even if so that's how people think. It's how much money matters to them. So
Unfortunately.
like, I don't know, like, look, even the percentage, I don't know why a big thing was made, but if you look at we all saw the numbers of like Hispanics, blacks, and obviously all the other minority groups in terms of how they voted for Trump. Like look, it's also, I think a lot's been made of it. 73% of black men still did vote for the Democrat, for Kamala Harris, but still the numbers of the people. For me, the number of black people voted for Trump, it wasn't really shocking.
Also, like black people in America, like they make up 13%.
That's the other thing.
Like that's nothing to write home about. Like there's like 360 million people in America, and black people are only 13%.
Bro, when I saw this,
You know what I'm saying? Like
I saw
whatever they choose doesn't, like, it's not like Trump won because of black people either.
bro,
You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't.
I saw
they
this-
don't influence that much.
I saw
they
this-
might influence
the
culture,
stats-
but like
the stats of like they broke it down by race and gender, and if you look at just percentage wise, like over 54% of white male and female in terms of the demographics who they voted for, you see like they're the majority, hands down.
America has a lot of white people.
The percentage of your they had black people, male and female. Then they had Hispanic, male and female, Asian. Like you can see, it's definitely minority. Like black,
Small percentage.
13%.
Yeah.
Then Hispanics was like single digit percentage. Asian single digit percentage. So even all of the minorities, if you put them together,
But
it's like Tisa saying, it won't really. It's not enough to
Not
swing.
impactful.
Cash,
swing an election.
The reason why the black thing pops up with Trump is because he's been associated with the
He released
KKK or whatever and all those things. But for the fact that black people then went on and vote for him speaks to. For me, I think it's like charisma. Like
Besides that,
he
it was-
basically said like he spoke the people's language. Like now he's speaking about fuel. He's like a gas. The gas is going down as soon as I get into the office, and
Plus-
that talks to everyone. Like for me, he went beyond the race thing and started talking to.
I'm gonna bring down the price of
different
eggs, bro.
classes.
For me, what's insane is like, I mean, like the guy's impeached. Like America is such a joke, bro. Like,
Hey, Bill Clinton beat an impeachment and won a
like
second
the guy
term.
lost the
Teaser,
election.
there goes
The
your
guy-
visa, bro.
The guy, I mean,
It is what it is.
I already have a 10-year one, my boy. I can't take it. I mean, for me, it's like, I mean, the guy lost the elections the last time. And then they went and like attacked
January
the Capitol.
6th, yeah.
Like that alone was like,
It's
you are
treason.
never coming back here.
That's almost a treasonous act. But I remember seeing people were supporting him and talk about, even if I saw a Trump supporter said even if Donald Trump was on the White House and he killed someone, I'm still gonna back him. Just to see like it's crazy in terms of how much people are in the pot. But I mean, Bill Clinton, I mean, we all know why Bill Clinton almost got impeached.
Yeah.
And he won a second term. But for me, but to Nico's point, sorry to inject. Nico, you're all right. Trump was just like speaking to bread and butter issues. Eggs are too expensive. I'm coming down. Gotta
No,
stop.
even Kamala was doing the same, to be honest.
But
anyway-
but to Nico's point about charisma, right? One thing you have to understand about
That guy is
politics.
Jacob Zuma, bro.
I think people like him. to be
Someone
honest.
made the same.
There's also familiarity.
Someone made the same comparison about how.
That guy is Jacob Zuma, bro.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even with the black thing, I know the last time in his first term, Kodak Black, Lil Wayne, he got a lot of rappers off. He released a lot of prisoners. So like the three, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the 3 strikes law that was.
But what I'm saying, Cash, is like that stuff like matters to black people. That accounts for 13%. Like white people voted for him because white people are white people.
Protecting their interests.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think
Like,
over and above that, I think what the other thing is, a lot has been said about how the Democrats kind of dropped the ball on this one in terms of their overall campaign to just to all them. I know Kamala was but Joe Biden was still running. She only had 3 months to prepare for this election, so to give us,
she came back from her back foot, really.
yeah, she was back foot.
Yeah, she was
set up
for
to
failure.
She was set up for failure. Like and there was a lot being made of that. So
Joe
I mean,
Biden's battery was switching off in mid
But
sentence.
that was also very much on brand. Whenever something goes wrong, they always put a woman in there.
Yeah,
black woman at that.
Yeah,
on
shame.
top,
Yeah,
to
no,
catch the
I-
bag. So
I have a personal issue with
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna ask you guys, man, just to I think probably
Yeah,
over
we
an
need to
hour.
wrap
up.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you guys, like, what are you guys just looking forward to for the just for the rest of the year besides relaxing?
Yeah.
Like, is there anything that you guys are looking for?
Teaser, can I take your question a step back, bro?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask everyone like the highlights for the year and your question, basically.
Oh yeah,
Like as in what? Like if you
yeah.
like
so,
a few years from now when you think 2024, like what's gonna
Yeah,
pop
no,
up
no.
in
So
your mind?
yeah, I actually said this to Tapo, and he didn't want me to do it, but I did say I'll just mention it. Like we got a new property in December last year, and then we had to enroll it for NSFAS. We bought it to be a student accommodation property. It transferred I think in December. We literally got a building in December that has no accreditation, and we had to go through it, prepare it, clean it up, prepare it, accredit it, and get students in there, and then run it. Like when I remember 2024, I'm gonna remember that part, bro. Like our property journey this year was taxing, like.
Yeah,
But
you guys push.
But we managed for the most part. Tepo managed to actually do it. You know what I mean?
Shout out Tepo.
I wanna give him his flowers. Like
Shout out
he,
Tepo.
He managed to do it. So I'm gonna definitely remember that about 2024.
Yeah.
And then I
Rest of the year.
I also got into diesel, and then I learned the lesson. Don't do it. So I think I'm gonna do filling stations.
No, it's a petrol, eh?
Fanaka nekike garage.
Not at a garage or not at a garage. Ne?
Go garaging, vele. Like I was there, so yeah, you can make money in there, but it's very risky business. Yeah, we had a big loss this year. We had a big loss, like yeah. So, but I think we'll be fine overall. And then again, I think going back to property, man, I actually enjoyed that part,
Oh,
to
yeah.
be honest. And I made a decision. I'm 35 this year, and I
Dang,
said this is
that's
what I want to
old,
do
man.
for the rest of my life. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing property, and the decision is done. I know what my 40s are gonna be like, and my 50s, I will be doing this, and 24 was that alignment to say, okay, cool, this is what we're doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Cash, you?
Highlight of this year.
Quickly, bro.
Yeah, very quickly.
Because cash talks, eh?
Yeah, speaking of talking, I love to talk. So Tsepo got me my own show, Convos with Uncle Cash, in partnership with VW in
Another
Melrose.
clap for Tsepo.
Another clap for Tsepo.
Tepo seems like 2024 is about you, bro.
Yeah, so like
Hey,
that,
Tepo.
that for me was just like, look, the way it happened so quickly, the way it moved. I mean, it was great. I mean, it had its challenges, but it was almost just seamless, like to have a show and running with it with a big brand, a big sponsor. I mean, most guests who came on that show, like, yo, this is big. How did you pull this off? I was like, simple. Like, literally, it was literally just that. Never took any credit. He made it happen. I'm just like host, conduit, face of the show, but his brainchild, his idea, he been executing it before, had it laid
Shout out
out.
to Tepo, man.
So shout out to him, yeah. And then the second highlight on a more personal level, this year, finally had a Cape Town trip where I met black women, so that was great. Yeah, I've been to, like, Cape Town's unbelievably frustrating in that department. I just have to say it on camera. I don't care what anyone thinks. Yeah. Shout out to
Lived experience.
like many trips.
The
and
Joburg Bachelor.
I had given up, but then there's a restaurant called Therapy. Shout out to the good owner of that establishment. He also owns Jameli. So that restaurant finally restored my faith in Cape Town. So, and what am I looking forward to the rest of the year? Just take it easy.
That's hilarious.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So that was
Nice.
relaxing. And
Nice.
also on the property side, I stumbled into property management like a couple years ago. Look, God's good planning. Like, I used to manage property for family. That had its challenges, but I learned, you pay your school fees early, and then so I ended up coming with a model like, if I ever get back in property, I'm only doing it for high net worth individuals. So I've got very limited clients. They've got large property portfolios. They see the service, they see the value add I bring. It has its challenges because sometimes having H&I clients, you feel like you're a concierge, bro. They want things when they want it. They're in different time zones, but it's also fun. You get exposed to things of a higher level, brush shoulders with people. It opens your brain, the people you meet, and just how you do business. And it's good for the finances on a personal level. So, yeah.
No, cool. Cash. Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
You gotta answer for yourself now.
Yeah.
You hope Mazo would be back by now, and he's not.
He's not. So
Somebody
so Nico, tell
Somebody
us.
please ask me.
Yeah. So
I'm
Nico,
waiting. It's getting awkward, bro.
yeah.
What's your highlight?
So what's the highlight of your year?
Who,
Nico?
me?
Yeah. Me? Oh, me.
Nah, bro. You know what? I think my highlight, right, came closer to the end of the year. I shared this in the group, right? And I think last year, this time, we had like 100 and something, 180, 170 subscribers on Business Agenda.
Yeah.
And middle of the year, like, we're coming along nicely. And we actually went from 800 subscribers to 1,600 subscribers without anyone realizing. I actually checked on my phone.
It was just going. Bah.
Yeah, I actually checked on my phone and I was like, nah, man, it's a mistake. I went on my TV. I trust my TV. My TV is never wrong. And he said, like, we had like 1,600 subscribers, which I think is a big deal because I actually had an idea that for our 1,000th subscriber, we're gonna give something away. It happened so quickly that like I
couldn't
missed
even
it.
execute
I
it.
missed it. So
Yeah.
I think for our 2,000th
Gotta do
subscriber,
something,
we'll
yeah.
give them something. We'll
The
try and.
t-shirt you're wearing.
Oh yeah, we'll give someone a T-shirt like this Business Agenda T-shirt. So if you're number 2,000, then you
bulk
can
colours.
holla at us and then comment or something like
Make it
that, and
happen.
then but we'll also monitor. So whoever's number 2,000, we'll give them a shirt. And maybe an opportunity to come with us to our one of the trips, or come record with us, or chill with us, or whatever. Because generally when we record, we hang out afterwards and all of those things. So it's a nice thing. So I think it's a highlight based on the hard work that has gone in 2024 for us. So
And the growth.
and the growth. I mean,
Thank you
the
to
quality of the content,
production,
production.
My favorite one this year was actually chilling with Envy as well.
Oh yeah. Envy was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was nice to chill with Envy.
That was fun. But then thank you to everyone. In terms of on numbers, real quick, thank you to all the 10,000 people who watched Sports Finances episode 2. That was really that's our highest viewed episode.
Yeah.
That was great. Shout out to Simba. Shout out to Simba. And then on my part, thank you to the 9,100 people who watched episode 3 of Convos with Uncle Cash with Kai Sengula. So numbers wise on both platforms, just as NHA Media Group, it's been like you're saying, it's been great.
Yeah, so I think that would be my highlight, right? And I think I'm looking forward to 2025 from a podcast perspective. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff career wise, blah blah blah, but just on the podcast, I think that's the key thing for me is for us to continue doing what we do and improving. I think we'll have a moment to reflect. Everyone missed the meeting today. I was alone in the meeting, but I'll reschedule.
Don't take it in the bathroom. You were in there for a long time.
Ah, shit. Literally shit.
Just like last year's trip.
I think gents, well done to everyone. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined us this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there will be better content coming.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think,
and we'll bring better people.
Yeah,
and the same people again who supported us. We'll bring them back.
Yeah.
And all of those things.
I actually agree. I mean, I think the fact that we all had to deal with like the jobs and a new show in between, we had to kind of readjust and work around it. But I think next year we're gonna give it a bit more attention, and personally, I think we'll take it a notch up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely think we gotta do like a business agenda golf day. There's like a couple of stuff that I think we can definitely do and go a notch up.
And we have 1,600 subscribers, guys.
Exactly.
We have 1,600 suggestions that we can take. So if anyone wants to suggest anything, feel free. In the comment sections, inbox us, whatever. We'll definitely take
things into consideration
seriously and consider the stuff.
But also, man, shout out to Tapo, bro. I know you don't like the mic so much and the camera ads and being on screen.
Tapo can't be on the camera.
But we appreciate you, my dog.
Yeah, bro.
Tapo's this year is a testament. Yeah, this year is a testament of your greatness. You know what I mean? So thank you.
Keep believing in yourself, homie.
Yeah. And also thank you to everybody, gents.
Cheers, gents.
I think like sometimes this things is a lot. We don't really make a lot of money off it. For the most part, we're really giving time and our money into it. So yeah. Thanks, gents. Cheers,
gents. And if if you're a sponsor watching, we're always open for the right kind of partnerships. It's been putting a lot of our own into this time, resources for years. So, but I think we're open now to the right kind of sponsorship so that we can grow and ultimately give people the content they want. Because some of this, we have the ideas, we've got suggestions. We just need the resources so that less of what happens in the back is dependent on us, and then we can just execute.
Cash, bro, but I won't lie, bro. Being asked for a photo, bro. Hey, man.
I'll say Riley.
Hey, being asked for a photo. Hey, man. Hey, can I have a photo with you? I'm like, me.
Yes, you, Nico.
Hey, man.
You're that guy.
I know, man. But anyway, thank you to our subscribers. We really appreciate.
Thank you to our
everyone.
audience.
Our audience. Yeah.
Guys, we don't like I always say at the beginning of episode, we don't take your views for granted, because look, at the end of the day, that's where these proud moments come from. We make the content for you guys. I know it's a cliche thing to say, but ultimately, you can make content, but if no one watches it, it defeats the purpose. So thank you to everyone who watches the pod, shares it, because a lot of what we've realized is people are sharing it in spaces, and we're growing within similar kind of followers. So thank you so much. It's been a great year, gents. Thank you for all your efforts. Thank you to Tsepo. Making it happen.
I just want to say in Mizo style.
Yeah.
It's not
He's not here. Thank you to Miza, who's
Yep.
Miza reminds me of Miza reminds me of Jerobi in A Tribe Called Quest. It's a revolving door. Sometimes he's in the group, sometimes he's not. He's going off to do culinary to be a chef, then he's back in the group. Yeah, so
This episode is too long for Miza.
yeah, Miza couldn't. So
He's got stuff to do.
He was busy asking about Bali, bro.
exactly, like he kept asking here, like he wouldn't leave the point. I think he wants to go there. So he wanted more information.
He decided to ask on the podcast.
On the podcast. Yeah, so gents, thank you so much. This has been episode 27 of the Business Agenda podcast, final episode of the year. As always, this podcast is available on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Thank you to everyone that watches, shares, likes this podcast. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll promise to continue to give you more great content. We'll catch you guys next year. Take care and peace.
Pick him up.
There we go.
Cheers.
And now I see the sun.